Hello everyone, welcome back. Savert is here, coming back with part 14 of What If Deku Had the Ultimatrix. Now, where we last left off, Izuku were fighting 10 heroes, or they are basically 9, or wait a second. Yeah, they are 9, but after defeating them, the heroes were All Might, Kirishima, Lemillion, Eraserhead, Fat Gum, Ryuku, the Pussycats, and that's it. And after defeating them all, and after he knew that Kirishima betrayed him and saving his little sister, he sent the 9 heroes into UA with lots of injuries, but no one did. And we continue off. Right now, Izuku in the morning, he wake up, seeing Eri sleeping by his side because in the last part she were too scared on her big brother, so she doesn't want him to leave. And Izuku said, "Hey, Eri, wake up, it's morning." As Eri said, what time is it?" As Izuku said, "Well, it's time to wake up, come on." As Eri said, "Please give me 5 minutes, just 5 minutes." As Izuku said, "Well then, take your 5 minutes and maybe I will gonna train, maybe I will gonna go train Kota instead of training you." As she said, "Oh, training? Yes, I'm awake, don't go." As Izuku said, "Okay, come on, wash your face and let's eat our breakfast and then go. Okay, Eri?" As Eri said, "Oh, okay." And Eri said, "What is it, big brother?" "I will gonna call someone professional in this kind of things." As Eri said, "Okay." As Izuku said, "Well, make sure to eat your breakfast." And she said, "Okay." And after Izuku making his breakfast to him and to Eri, he takes Eri after wearing his black and red leather jacket, not the hoodie one, because today it's you can say it's the training time. As Eri said, "You're not wearing your black jacket, and I never see you wear that." Izuku said, "Well, it was supposed to be my hero outfit, but things changed." As Eri said, "Okay, but it's look really good on you." As Izuku said, "Thank you, Eri. Well, let's go." As he take Eri hand and then go outside in an alleyway. As after that he takes out his phone, calling the number, saying, "Hey, Stain." As Stain said, "Albedo, you finally call. Where were you? Last time I heard of you, it was after the incident with Overhaul, and you suddenly just disappeared. I thought they caught you." As Izuku said, "No, they didn't. They didn't. And I want to meet you in your special place." As Stain said, "Why, do you want to train?" "If that's so, I'm ready." As Izuku said, "Well, not exactly me, but someone that I want him to train." As Stain said, "What do you mean, someone? It is someone dangerous?" As Izuku said, "No, not at all." "Well, his quirk her quirk is dangerous, but she is fine. As Stain said, who is she? Do you have a girlfriend or something? As Izuku said, no, not that. I'm not talking about that. I will just gonna meet you in your place, okay? As Stain said, okay. I want to actually know who is your new girlfriend. As Izuku said, I don't have a girlfriend. Can you stop teasing me, Stain? As Stain said, see you soon, Albedo. As Izuku closed the phone and said, what a pain. Uh, as Eri said, who was that? As Izuku said, well, you can say he's my partner, teacher, friend, the only person that I can trust, beside you and Kota, and other things. But right now, let's go. As Izuku take Eri on his back, and he still have his mask. He doesn't leave the hideout without his mask at all. He take it, but it's inside his jacket, and start jumping on the roof until he finally gets into Stain place. After that, Stain Izuku jumped down and said, "Hey Stain." Eri are behind him right now. As Stain said, "Well, hello Albedo. Where's that girl you talked about?" As Izuku said, "Well, she's right here." As Eri appeared from from behind Izuku, as she still hiding behind his leg, saying, "This guy is scary, big brother." As Izuku said, "Come on, Eri, he might be scary, but he's have a very kind heart." As Stain said, "You have the girl that was the daughter of Overhaul." As Izuku said, "Don't say that name." And she's not his daughter. He just told her, steal her from her mother after her mother throw her away. As Izuku are saying this while he covering Eri ears. He covered the moment that he heard the name Overhaul. As Tain said, "Why are you covering her ears?" As he said, "Well, do you want to tell her that to remind her what Overhaul did to her and that her mother just left her?" As Tain said, "Fair point. But why do you want me to train her?" As Izuku said, "Well, I don't really want you to train her. I just want someone to make sure that I don't get rewind into the point of non-existence." As Tain said, "What?" Izuku leaving Eri ears, saying, "Well, her quirk is called Rewind. She can rewind anything into the point of non-existence. So it will be really useful and she might be a good doctor in the future." As Stain saying, "Doctor? Quirk? Rewind? Wait a minute. Don't tell me she are right now in your in your, what they call it, in your care." As Izuku said, "Well, yeah, she's my little sister." As Stain said, "Albedo, you know that's bad, right?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, I know that, but I am the only one that she trusts, so I can't just leave her to the other heroes." As Eri said, "Big brother, does this guy want to take you away?" As Izuku said, "No, no, no, Eri, he's my friend." As Eri said, "Please don't leave me, and don't let him take you away. I don't want to lose you." As Dane's hearing this, saying, "Well, she sure are trust you a lot, huh?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, So, can you help me with that? As they say, well, I'll make sure that you doesn't rewind into the point of non-existence, but other things I won't do it. As Izuku said, great. As after that, Izuku tell Eri to, come on Eri, don't be scared of Mr. Stain, he's a nice guy. As Eri said, okay, if you said so. As Izuku take Eri hand, getting closer to Stain, as he put Eri in front of him, and Stain gets down on his legs, saying, well, hello Eri, my name is Stain. As Eri said, hello, I am Eri. Nice to meet you. As she hold on her hand, as Stain shake it, saying, well, it's nice to meet you. As Eri said, you have a very strong hand. As she continued, do you have a power quirk? As Stain said, no, it's all my training. I become like this from training. As Eri said, training? You're training to become this strong? How is that even possible? As Stain said, nothing is impossible in this world. I mean, we live in a world that basically people can fly and shoot laser out of their eyes. So I don't think that anything is impossible in this point. As Eri left, saying, you're right. As Stain looking at her, seeing how kind and innocent she is, as he said, Albedo, you know exactly what will happen if she lost you, right? He's whispering this to Albedo ears, as he said, no one will, I will never leave her alone. Not even if they killed me. I have a backup plan. As he said, well, I know that you always have a plan, but just try to be careful. As Izuku said, well, Eri, let's start your training, okay? As Eri said, okay. As we cut into UA with Kurishima and Class 1A, they are starting to Aizawa get into the class saying, well, student, today we will gonna train on your special moves. As everyone gets ready saying, special moves, and Midnight and the blog guy, Cementos, yes, that's his name, come in and say, well, you will train on your special move. Every hero have an ultimate move that can change how a fight can goes from losing into winning, and you should train to at least make two ultimate move by the end of the week. As everyone gets excited and go to change into their uniform, gym uniform. As Kurishima and the other go down the stairs until they finally get into the changing room, everyone open their closet, but they don't find their uniforms there. As uh, uh, Bakugo said, "Where is my uniform?" And everyone starts saying, where is our uniform? They are nowhere. As Christian said, weird. And he opened his closet. After he opened it, he also said, I don't have my uniform, but there is something here. As everyone coming around him, as he said, this is a letter. As you know what, the bird head guy, the bird head kid, what, the one that he have the dark shadow, he said, well, what are you waiting for? It, open it. As Kirishima open it, and the letter say one thing. Sorry guys, but I need these things. Signed by Albedo. As Kirishima said, Midoriya steal our uniform? As Todoroki said, when did he even get the chance to come here? As everyone go to Aizawa saying, Mr. Aizawa. Aizawa said, what? And why are you not in your gym uniform? As Kirishima said, Mina said, well, Kirishima said that Midoriya has still their uniforms. As Aizawa said, what? As Kirishima showed him the letter, and Shota Aizawa said, when did he even get the chance? As everyone doesn't know what's happened. And Kirishima said, why did he even will gonna steal our gym uniform? As we cut back to Izuku. As he said, well, Eri, I have a special thing for you. Because you will not gonna train in your little red and white clothes. You know it. The normal thing that she wear in the anime. As she said, oh, what is it, big brother? As Izuku take out from his a little bag that he got with him a gym uniform for Eri, on Eri size specifically. As he said, well, I needed to a lot of these things that I got from UA. By of course I asked him for them before I take it. But I was able to make one in your size, as she said, wow, this is so beautiful. Thank you, big brother. As she take it, and after she changed, she looked like this. I know. I'm also can confess that she look actually cute in this photo. As after this, Izuku said, it looks so good on you. As he said, okay, how we will gonna train? As Stain said, well, first of all, what's how your quirk is working? As is Eri said, well, I can't rewind anything. As Dane said, well, try rewind that tree. As Eri looks at tree and start breathing in and out, her horns start to get a little bit bigger. After that, she look at the tree and start rewind it. Stain said, well, try rewind it into the point that it was just a little flower or a little sapling in the ground. As she said, okay. As she start doing that, and it's get into the point that she actually was able to make it a sapling. But Stain said, impressive. Now stop. But Eri said, I can't. I can't stop it. As she started to rewind a lots of trees, as Izuku come to her saying, calm down, Eri. I'm here. Breathe in and breathe out. He doesn't touch her because he know exactly what will happen to him if he touched her. As she said, oh, okay. As after she breathed a little bit in and out, she finally was able to handle it and stop rewinding. As she said, thank you, big brother. As Izuku said, no problem, Eri. We should train on this more. As Ten said, well, it's a very impressive quirk. But let's try it again, okay, Eri? You can rewind things, but can you rewind things that are like things that has been destroyed recently? As she said, I don't know. Can we try? As Ten said, well, I will gonna get some bottles from my cavern. And no, Stain don't drink. You know what I mean. Drink alcohol. He doesn't drink. It's just a bottle of waters and some orange juice. As he get it out, as Izuku said, are you? As Stain said, no, I'm not drinking. It's just an orange. is just a glass bottle and other things. I o- I usually drink orange juice. As he said, huh, okay. As he put the bottles and the glasses on far a little bit from Airy, as he said, well, I put it now, as he throw knife at the glasses and everything. As Airy said, whoa, you have a very good aim, just like my brother actually. You're using your left arm. As Stain said, well, of course, because I trained him. As Eri said, so that's why are you were so good at throwing balls in the carnival. You are the one that trained my big brother, huh? I understand now why he want me to train with you. As Stain said, wait, carnival? As Izuku said, well, I took her to the carnival, you know. I'm not gonna just keep her in my hideout. I'm not a monster. And we also got into the mall. We buy some clothes, some ice cream, and other things. As they said, you know, it's dangerous for you to just run around the street. As Izuku said, I was in the side of the city that not a lot of people know about me. As Stain said, of course you would be there. Uh, anyway, now Eri, try rewind these things. One by one, don't rewind them all at the same time. As Eri said, okay. As she take a deep breath, her horn start to glow again. After that, she start rewinding the first bottle. As the glasses start to fly up, as Izuku said, come on, Eri, continue breathing in and out. Everything is good, no one will hurt you. Just breathe and focus. As she continued doing that, after a couple of seconds, the first bottle getting refilled, as Izuku said, now stop. As Eri stopped, as Eri said, I do it, I did it. As Izuku said, yeah, you did, Eri. Now, you are getting handle of it. Okay, now try to do it on multiple things. As he point on other three broken bottles of glass, as she said, okay. As she start to breathe and raise up her hand, focusing on the three bottles. As she start focusing, the glass start to fly, but it start to shake in the air. As Izuku said, breathe, very calm and very focus. Focus on the bottles, nothing else. Okay, Eri? As she start focusing again, and after that she were able to get another bottle fixed, but the other two are blow up because making the glass shard go everywhere. A couple are going to Stain uh, dodges it with his dodging the glass, and one of the glass was going directly at Eri. Eri closing her eyes, but Izuku raising his right arm in front of Eri, transforming his right arm into Diamond Head arm, making a shield. As the Eri, when she opened her eyes, she see Izuku arm, like, you know, Diamond Head arm, the blue and quite green thing. As she said, as she seeing this, looking back at Izuku, saying, "Thank you." As Izuku said, "Of course I'm gonna protect you. You know I will never let anything harm you." As she said, "Thank you, big brother." As Stain said, "Well, you were able to get one of the three bottles, but you still need more of training." As Eri said, "I will gonna do my hardest." As Stain said, You're just like him, do you? As she said, what do you mean? As Stain said, your albedo. He also was just like you, doing his hardest. As Air said, and why are you calling Big Brother Izuku albedo? It's not his name. As Stain said, well, that's his code name, albedo. Didn't he tell you? As Izuku said, yeah, Eri, it's my code name that I go by it. As she said, it's a cool name. How did you make it? As he said, well, you can say I have a very strong imagination. As she smiled and said, okay, can we continue training? As Izuku and Stain look at each other, nodding their head, as Izuku saying, well, let's continue. But let's leave your little quirk for a little bit. Now we were gonna do some body training. As she said, what do you mean? As Izuku said, well, we're gonna make you will gonna train your body so you can handle more of your quirk. More that your body gets stronger, more that your quirk gets stronger. As she said, okay, and what that means? As Izuku whispered in Stain ear saying, go easy on her. You know, we doesn't want her to become like me or you. We just want her body to get stronger enough. And I mean enough, not crazy strong. As Stain said, okay. As he said to Eri, okay, Eri, run around, run around in a circle from there into there 3 times, okay? As he said, okay. As he starts running, as Izuku just encouraging her, saying, come on, Eri, I know you can do better than that. As Eri getting faster and faster. As after a little bit, she's come back saying, I done it. I done it. As she fall on the ground, but Izuku catches her, saying, okay, I think you need to rest, huh? As Eri said, yeah, please. As Izuku gets a bottle of water and give it to Eri. As Eri said, start drinking, saying, thank you. As Izuku said, well, how about we go into the house? As she said, okay. And Stain, thank you for the help. As Stain said, no problem, Albedo. After all, we are partners. As Izuku said, thank you again for everything. Well, me and my little sister are leaving. As Stain said, well, goodbye. And after Eri changed back to her normal clothes, after that he come back to his house with Eri. Eri right now sleeping from the training, as he put her in her, uh, you know, bed, and he actually made another room for her. Build another one using some of his transformations, and go to buy things like little bed, a mirror, and things like that. Little closet, and make an area a nice room. And he put her in her bed as he go to sleep in his own bed. But he said before he sleep, shit, I forgot something. As Izuku said, come back to Eri room saying, well, Eri, I will gonna leave, but you don't have to worry, because I will be always here. As he kissed her on her forehead and leave her room. After that, he closed the door and transformed into Detto. After that, he splits into two. One, the first Deto said, well, you should stay here and be me because you are me, and I will gonna do something else. As the other said, well, okay, Deto, let's do that. As the two of them press the dial of the ultimatrix, transforming him into Izuku Midoriya, coming back to his normal form, but the two of them are Izuku, right? You know, there's two copies of Izuku right now. As the real, they are both are the real Izuku. I mean, Deto is basically splitting up his body into pieces, as he said, "Okay, Midoriya, you should stay here with Eri while Izuku, the other Izuku said, do the plan that we should do. Right. Okay, go and I will gonna stay with Eri. How many weeks you will gonna come back? As Izuku said. Well, the first Izuku said, well, maybe 1 week and a couple of days. You should keep Eri safe and never let her be sad, okay? As Izuku number 2 said, of course, we always did that, aren't we? As the first Izuku said, okay. As they bump fists together and make some moves because they they know each other like they know themselves. After a couple of moves, Izuku right now leave the house while the Izuku number 2 going to his room and sleep. Izuku leave wearing his black and red jacket and his mask on his face. I always gonna show you the mask if you forget about it. This mask, the one with the two red lines. I know some of you might get bored from every time I show you the mask, but just to make sure. After that, Izuku start jumping on the roof and then come into UA, as he right now in front of UA, wearing his mask and his hoodie on his head. As after that, Nezu looking through the window seeing Albedo outside, as he immediately call every hero that inside the UA, as he said, emergency everyone, Albedo is out at our doors. We have to go. Everyone, gets ready. This is not a test. I'm repeating myself. This is not a test. As everyone gets ready, All Might and every other hero, Eraserhead, Aizawa, Present Mike, and Snipe and the others all go outside as they see Izuku Midoriya wearing his mask and his hoodie on. As All Might said, why are you here, young Midoriya? As Izuku put his left hand on his mask and he crushing it. After that, he take his hoodie off and said, I give up. You can take me. As All Might said, what? What are you planning to? As Izuku said, just I told you. I give up. You can take me. I'm giving up. Come on. Why are you scared? As they are not trusting him. As All Might said, if you're really seeing the truth, then wear this. As he threw to him quirk cancelling devices. As Izuku said, well, okay. As Izuku wears it on his wrist. This device are made specifically for Izuku to make him, because the ultimatrix on his left arm are covering most of his arm, and they think that Izuku, if he take off this device, or he can't even take it off, but if he take it off, he will gonna start randomly transforming and feeling a lot of pain there. So they made it specially for him, as he wear it and said, well, now I'm wearing it, are you still scared? As after that, All Might come to him saying, I'm happy that you finally decided to do the right thing. As Izuku said, shut up, smiley trash bag. As All Might said, you're just trying to make me think that you're still the villain that you acting like. You're just trying to make yourself look strong. As he said, shut up. God, God damn it, can you stop? Can you at least try using your two brain cells? As All Might said, I know that you're acting. As Izuku said, fuck off. Just take me. As after that, uh, All Might and he called the police, and the news reporter immediately, once they know that Albedo has been captured, they put it on the every single news that in Japan. As the news reporter say, finally, after a god know how long Albedo once he appeared, and to the point that he right now he have finally given up. And today, in this night, Albedo, the ultimate vigilante, has go into the in front of UA doors, giving up with all of his mind, or what am I saying? He gave up in front of UA doors, and now we asking ourselves, is he actually deserving to go into the Tartarus prison? Because we all remember what a heroic action that he did before, and we all know that he actually, because of him, the crime rate has dropped by 40%, 14%. I mean 40%. What would that change in our society? Are the villains will gonna start appearing again much more than before, or what will gonna happen? Only God knows. As the news reporter stopped and everyone watching this, the League of Villains watching this saying, Shigaraki said, why did he give up? I'm sure he have a very weird plan or something. As Dabi said, he sure have a plan or something. He won't just gonna throw himself in front of you, are he? Is he? As Twice said, well, he's sure as stupid. He are the smartest person that I ever know. As uh, her Toga said, I didn't even get to taste his blood. Shiggy, you told me that I was gonna taste his blood at some point. As Shigaraki said, stop calling me Shiggy. As he said, I'm mad at you. You break up your promise. As Spinner said, he must have something to in his mind. Someone like him or must he think two steps ahead in front of everyone. And uh, he's thinking two steps ahead in front of everyone before he just act. As Mr. Compress said, well, I'm agreeing with Spinner. He must have a plan. But the question is, what is he planning on? As his mother saying this, saying, what? Why is Izuku R giving up? Is he really just give up or he have something? As his mom go to UA and Izuku right now in the car with Nezu, Eraserhead, and All Might, as he right now singing as All Might said, well, young Midoriya, what is your reason to give up? As Izuku said, Nezu say, can you stop singing? Eraser has said, "Can you stop doing what are you doing right now?" All my saying, "Young Midoriya, can you stop?" Okay, I'm done. What was your question? As all my sake, oh, I won't gonna even ask about what you was doing, but why did you give up? As he said, easy. I want to take a little. Wait a second, guys. Easy. I just want to take a little vacation. As Nesu said, vacation? You know that you are going to Tartarus, or you can come back with us into UA, and we can drop all what you've done in your life. Make it like it never happened. As Aizawa said, come on, Midoriya, come with us back to UA. You already given up, so can you already just come back? Everyone are still worried about you. As Izuku said, nah, I'm taking my vacation in Tartarus. As All Might said, you don't understand, young Midoriya. Tartarus is not a place to take a vacation in. As Izuku said, no, I understand 100%, so can you stop already and throw me in Tartarus? Because I have 1 week before I go back to my vigilante work. As Nezu said, I don't think you quite understand, Midoriya. I know that you're smart, but throwing yourself in Tartarus are just stupid thing. Tartarus, you will never gonna get out of Tartarus. Oh, you have two choices right here. First one, come back with us to UA, or the second one, you will gonna live the rest of your life in the jail of Tartarus. As Eraser has said, well, if I was in your place, I already know what would I choose. As Izuku said, yeah, you're right. What am I saying? As All Might said, well, young Midoriya, I'm happy that you have noticed your action, and Izuku interrupting him saying, well, I'm still gonna go to Tartarus. As All Might said, why are you acting so weird? As Izuku starts singing again, saying as Eraser has said, can you stop? As Nezu said, okay guys, let's stop talking to him. It looks like he already take his choice. Let's leave him. As Izuku in the way saying, still sing. I know that I. Oh man, why? I know that I already warned you with the singing, but I just want to show you how Izuku are acting, or tell you how Izuku are acting. After Izuku finally get into Tartarus, he looks outside of the window. If he had one, as Izuku said, this place is look really big, huh? As Aizawa said, how do you know? There is no window here. As he said, I don't know, I just imagine it. How it would be? Tartarus. A lots of villain there. Top tier, aren't they, Nezu? As Nezu said, so that's your plan, huh? As Aizawa said, you mean? As Nezu said, yeah, he want to go to Tartarus so he can kill all the villains there. As All Might said, young Midoriya, I don't think you understand. As Izuku said, start using. Didn't I already told you like 500 times to use your two brain cells to think a little bit? Smiley trash bag. As All Might said, All Might, keep your cool down. You are the number one hero. You should not get intimidating by a little kid. As Izuku continues saying, this little kid has defeated you like 4 times in a row. As All Might say, well, yeah, whatever. But we will gonna have a little of discussion about my injury. As Izuku said, no, I'm not healing it. As All Might said, you will do in the end. As Izuku continues saying, la la la, I'm not hearing you. As Aizawa said, you are acting like a child. As Izuku said, I'm not hearing you either. As uh, Nezu said, well, you are just acting like a child to make other people think that you are stupid or something, right? It's also so smart of you. As Izuku said, well, you are the only one that he can understand that, right? Well, okay. What's my cell and what's room it is and who is my inmate or roommate? I mean, as Nezu said, well, you are alone. As Izuku said, why? Aren't you gonna put someone with me? It's all gonna get lonely. As Nezu said, sorry Izuku, but you are too dangerous. As Izuku said, fine, whatever. After that, they get into Darkness, as all the soldiers in Darkness are just preparing their weapons. Some of them having even rocket launchers, and some others have bombs planning in the ground. As All Might come down the car, after it is Eraserhead and Nezu come down, and behind it Izuku with the quirk cancelling device on his hand. Everyone immediately put their weapons in Izuku's face as he said, well, that's a very warm welcoming. That's a very way to welcome me here. As Nezu said, well, you are put your mark in the world, so everyone are taking their, you know, they are doesn't act with you like you a child anymore. As he said, fair enough. As he walking, looking left and right, and after they walk in, he suddenly said, "Boo!" As everyone start to get back and they start to fall like dominoes. As Izuku start laughing, saying, look at them, I just said boo and they all just fall on the ground like dominoes. Oh my god. Are you serious, Nezu? If these are your securities, then I will just gonna run off in the first day of my prison. As Nezu said, okay, please everyone, get your... Come on, everyone, stand up and let's get him into his cell. After that, they get Izuku into Tardress, giving him his orange clothes, giving him the number of 999. As Izuku said, well, that's a very special number. As, yeah, wait a second. As the warden of the prison welcome Nezu said, Nezu, welcome, welcome. And I see that you get a very special guest, huh? As Nezu said, well, he come with us. You know, he just knocked on UA doors and said that he gave up. I don't actually understand him, but okay. As the warden said, well, you must be Izuku Midoriya, aka the ultimate vigilante, albedo. As he said, and who are you, one of my fans or something? As the warden starts laughing, saying, I love your spirit, kid, but your days has done. You will live here into your death day, into the day that you will gonna die. So I suggest you start training. As Izuku said, no thank you, I already trained enough. As the warden said, well, we will see when you we will see that you how you will gonna keep that smug face on that smug on your face. As he the warden and All Might and Eraserhead, every they go in the cells, you know, walking through the corridor. The you know what the all the inmates or the prisoners start knocking on their you know what cells as they say, is that Albedo? You must be joking, other one said. He's looking like a fresh meat to me. As other one saying, well, I sure his bones are strong because I want a new baseball bat. As Izuku looking left and right saying, well, it looked like very friendly here, huh? As Nezu said, Midoriya. He walking in with a smile on his face. A bigger grin than even All Might could ever do. And he just walking as the warden said, keep that smile on your face as much as you want. From now on, you are under my control. And and whatever is happening here is under my control. Welcome to my world, kid. As he said, well, you have a very nice place, and your inmates are very kind, I see. And they give me a very warm welcome. As the warden started laughing, saying, you know, I heard that you are annoying, but this is too much. As Izuku said, well, ask All Might. I call him the smiley trash bag. As the warden started laughing, saying, that's actually true. Sorry, All Might, but it's just true. Oh, kid, I like you already, but don't think I will gonna go easy on you. As after that, Izuku just looking left and right, and he see the cell that he know that he want to see. He's in his head said, perfect, just what I want. After that, they get him into his cell. It's a big white place with a lots of cameras that detecting quirks. As he said, well, welcome to your new house, kid. You will be able to get out in the time when we want you to get out, to eating your food, and you have a little nice bathroom. As after they put him in his cell, All Might tell him, well, Midoriya, I will gonna come every day to see what's happened to you, okay? And maybe one day you will gonna. Izuku continues saying, I'm not healing you. As All Might said, sure thing. As Eraserhead saying, you know that Kirishima heart will gonna break when he hear that you are choosing to go into Tartarus instead of going back to UA. As Izuku said, who is Kirishima again? I actually don't know that guy. Yeah, but he looks nice. Can you tell me about him? As Eraserhead said, I know what he did to you. After putting that tracking device on your back, but you know that he want to do something good for you. He didn't want to end it like this. As Zuko said, what tracking device and what Kirishima are you talking about? As Eraser has said, I know that you're just acting. See you soon, Midoriya. As I said, goodbye, Sensei. As after that, they are, they are put the quirk canceling device. These are with no chains, one on his wrists, one in each hand, and one in each leg. Is not with the chain, so he can move freely, but he can't use his quirk. as he look around his room saying, well, my new home, as he jumped on the bed and said, this will be so fun. As they seeing him in the cameras, as he just smiling in his bed, as he look at the cameras and start waving. As Nezo said, this kid are so good at acting, isn't he? Yeah, I never know if he actually saying the truth or he's just lying. As after that, everyone leave, and Eri right now, and the next day, Eri wake up, and Izuku number 2 wake her up. But right now, we don't want to talk about Izuku number 2 and Eri, because they having fun, and Izuku take Eri to train with Stain the next day, while Izuku in the next day, he wake up as you know it, the guards come into his room saying, come on in, mate, and eat your breakfast. As Izuku said, wait, are we in the morning already? Damn, the time is going so fast, isn't he? As he said, stop acting like stupid and calm. As he said, okay. As he stand up and go with the guards. Nezu told the warden of the prison to act with Izuku better than the other inmate because he doesn't want every single time that to want Izuku to get hit by every single, you know what they call him, Gu- guards in the Tartarus. As he come out, he's walk again through the cells as he see the same door that he want to see before, as he and his wife say, it's just working just as planned. As they took him into the place where everyone are eating their foods. After that, Izuku wait for his turn as the guy put food inside Izuku with Izuku, give Izuku food as Izuku said, wow, um, don't you think you can cook better than this? As the chef said, what do you think? This is Tartarus, not a 5-star hotel. As Izuku said, believe me, my mom, believe me, five-star hotels are just a prank. To be honest, this food looking better than them. As he said, well, enjoy your food then, mate. As Izuku take her food and go into a bench to sit alone with no other, as he starts eating, saying, this is so gross. But he continue eating. After that, someone come and sit in front of him, as Izuku looks up, saying, oh, who are you? As he look up, he see a guy with a white hair and the left black and red eye. As he looked directly at Izuku with a emotionless face, as Izuku said, hey, it's you, I remember you. Oh, you are that, what are you was called? Let me remember, wait a second, what was your name? It was, uh, uh Kin, Kinpakane? Or, it, it was I Hatch, or Jewel, or something like that. As Kinkaneki said, my name is Kinkaneki, and you know me as Eye Patch or Ghoul. As he said, oh yes, you are the murderous one that I got him in my first days, aren't you? As he said, yes, because of you I am here. As Izuku said, well, sorry to get you here. I really want to kill you, but Eraserhead got you before me. As Kin starts getting a grin on his face, saying, well, Let's see how you're gonna have fun in tar dress. As Izuku said, yeah, I'm having a lots of fun. It's my, what they call it again? It's my, wait a second, guys. It's my vacation, as can start laughing, saying, vacation. You think this place is a place that everyone go to take vacation in? As Izuku said, well, isn't that right? As Ken said, oh, you are so wrong, Albedo. Or Ultimate. When I first met you, you were still calling yourself Ultimate, huh? As is, Albedo said, well, I changed my name. Well, I wish we can be friend. How about that? As Izuku put his hand in front of him, Ken slapping his hand away, saying, I doesn't want to be friend with you. Someone that he throw me here. But you are so strong, I will give you that. And you already defeated All Might 4 times. That mean 4 times in a row. That mean you're just getting stronger, huh? I will gonna fight you at some point, and when that happen, I will gonna enjoy eating your body. As Izuku said, you still eat a human flesh? As Ken said, I'm not only eating human flesh, I also love coffee. As he started drinking some of coffee, as Izuku said, well, good for you. Do you want to run with me out of here? As Ken shocks by his coffee, saying, what do you mean? As Izuku said, well, after 1 week, I'm gonna run. Do you want to run with me? As Ken said, why do you want to take me out of the prison? As Izuku said, well, I want to change your actions and I wanted to make you a better man. As Ken said, what do you get out of this? As Izuku said, I saw your face. You're asking for help. You don't want to eat, don't you? Your quirk is just the worst. Having the needs of eating human flesh and can't eat anything else is just bad, isn't it? As Ken looking down at his eyes as he said, well, yeah, as Izuku interrupting him saying, just kidding, I'm just want to kill you. As Ken said, you're so annoying and so chatty. I didn't know that you were that annoying when I first met you. You were actually a little bit tough and acting so strong. As Izuku said, well, it was just my vigilante work, of course. I'm acting rough and strong in that work. But right now, I'm just normal Izuku Midoriya. As after that, a couple of other inmates or prisoner come to Izuku saying, hey, guys, look, this is Albedo. As everyone starts laughing as the guy, it's, let's say it, wait a second, guys. This guy is looking at Izuku from the right side of his face. As Izuku said, and who are you? As the guy said, oh, me? Where is my manners? I didn't tell you by my name. As the guy looking directly at Izuku, looking with his full face, as he said, you can call me Two-Face. As Izuku looking at his facing, I can understand why you calling yourself that. As he said, start laughing, saying, the right side is just like a human, where the left is just so horrible. Yeah. Sorry, kid. But I don't believe that you are actually Albedo. As Izuku said, well, what make you doesn't believe that? As Two-Face is taking a couple of his goons, let's say 5. As he said, well, first of all, you're just a kid. And second of all, why are you talking with that human eater freak that he eat human flesh, as Ken looking at him angry. As Izuku said, well, we are two of us are met before. You can say he's my enemy and my friend. Well, in this situation, he's my friend. As Two-Face and all the criminals there start laughing, saying, friend, and Tartarus, kid, you are just dreaming, don't you think? As Two-Face continues saying, well, Albedo, how about this? If you right now come and kiss my shoes, I will gonna spare your life. As Izuku said, oh, please no, spare my life, almighty and strong Two-Face. Don't burn my left side with fuel and fire or something like that. As Two-Facing, you have balls, kid, to act with me like that. As Izuku said, a strong words from someone that he doesn't know how to use, doesn't know anything about makeup. As everyone getting, ooh, that's strong. As Two-Facing, your funeral, kid. As he throw punch, Izuku jump above Two-Face using his, you know what, the normal thing. Wait a second, guys. Well, I have a bad memory. Okay, he hit him with the thing that the inmate always eat with in the criminal in the prison movie. If you saw uh, Prison Break or something like that, he hit him in his face. As after that, he kicked him with his right leg in the back of his head, throwing him in forward into a nearby bench. As everyone getting silent, as Two-Face standing up saying, kill that brat! As his five goons come at Izuku, the first one throwing punch, Izuku dodging it and throw an uppercut as his jaw at his jaw. The second one come to throw another punch, but Izuku dodges it and give him a kick in his stomach. The third one using another pan or not pan, so using to hit Izuku in his face. Izuku before dodged that and hit him in his back of his head, taking the pan and throwing it outward on the fourth guy. And the fifth guy come to kick Izuku in his face, but Izuku get his kick and start spinning him around and throw him at Two-Face. As everyone gets silent, the the security are right now are seeing this, but they are just watching and eating popcorn. As one of them saying, now this is my favorite part, when the bad guy will gonna say something, when that badass guy will gonna say something awesome on the guy that he tried to attack him. As Izuku said, well, Two-Face, is that all what you got? For someone that he actually a top tier villain, I expected more than that, I mean, uh, a couple of goons that are running around the street are much stronger than you, and they got me to work more than just throwing punches. As Two-Facing, who are you? As Izuku jump on the bench, uh, you know, bench and said, who am I? As he said, well, I am Albedo. As everyone gets silence and they start getting scary of him. As Midoriya said, continue. And today I come to Tartarus to take my vacation here. And after when I'm done, I will just gonna kill everyone here and get out. So, everyone, enjoy in the last week of your life because it will be the hardest and the worst. After that, no more. You all will die. As the security come and take Izuku back in his cell saying, "Come on, inmate, stop talking nonsense." As Izuku said, "Sorry, I'm just was acting." But everyone gets a chill on down their bones, even Two-Face and Ken Kaneki said, he's still like he is. After the Izuku take the know what the security take Izuku into his cell, he look on his right seeing the same cell that he always look at. As one of the security said, "Why are you looking at, inmate?" Izuku said, "Nothing, nothing. I just didn't see everything here from the first look. I'm just trying to know where I'm gonna live for the rest of my life." As the security said, "You are a very weird kid, you know." As Yuko said, "Yeah, I heard that a lot." As after they send him into his cell, this is where I'm gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and who do you think are behind the cell that Izuku always looking at? And what? Why am I get silent for a moment? Don't forget like, subscribe, and Savage was here.